What is going on, Capricorn? This is Jen catching you on DTWJ Life. Hope you're all having a great day. I know, about time, right? Doing a reading for the dates of the 2nd all the way through to the 11th. I was trying for like a 2-week reading, but didn't really, didn't really get around to it because I had a lot going on, but it's okay. Nonetheless, there's definitely like a feeling of lightness going on. This could be with you, or it could be with your atmosphere that either you're creating for yourself now, or someone else is creating for you, or perhaps both, depending. But that's what's going on. That's what's kind of like coming through as far as you're concerned. Just definitely feel like this lightness. Think, light as a feather, right? That's kind of where you're at, and I feel the same thing for not just all earth signs, but water signs as well, but we'll see what happens. You never really know until you get to it. But I'm about to lay out your present, future, and outcome. Okay. Yeah, like I said, you never really know until you get there. Coming up in your present, you have spot inverted coming in threefold. You have the moon conjuncting with, I keep wanting to say Uranus, it's the North Node. Spa usually is the card of comfort, but you're kind of put in an uncomfortable situation or an uncomfortable place, or perhaps you're making yourself uncomfortable on purpose, in the interest of perhaps gaining more of what you're looking for monetarily, or perhaps something new as far as that's concerned. But I feel like that's kind of the direction in which that is going. We're going to get 2 clarifiers for that, please, at least. Oh, I just wanted to jump out. Okay. I see. Okay. First clarifier is ozone inverted, which is the card of your current network. There may be a person or people in your current network that are coming up as otherwise very untrustworthy, not as trustworthy as they used to be to you, and this could be putting you in a very bad psychological space, maybe very hurtful, maybe make you like doubt yourself, but don't doubt yourself. Whoever it is that is showing up as unhealthy within your network, okay, your personal network, your professional network, definitely take heed to that, because it may mean that either that person or those people are wrong and that you're coming up clean, or it may mean that you just need to move on from a person or people who no longer serve your highest good. Maybe just that. Following that up, though, is breeze upright. Dealing with this is not going to be easy, but the process in which it would take to have to deal with these people is going to be easy. So I want to ask, as it may weigh on the heart of Capricorn, exactly how is this going to be on Capricorn's heart and Capricorn's emotions? You feel like you're going to be coming out ahead, and normally, this is like a card of you kind of walking over somebody to get to the top. However, with this person or these people not coming up honest within your network, there's reason to do this, okay? Because you believe in being honest and above board with your dealings, pragmatically, not necessarily psychologically, but pragmatically. You know how the laws work, you know how everything in life works. You're not an idiot, although people tend to mistake you as one, and that's probably why there is a need to kind of you know, move up over a person or people who are less than honest, okay, less than intelligent. And I say that they're possibly less than intelligent because they're doubting your intelligence or not recognizing that you are a person to be respected. So that was 3 clarifiers on your present moment, okay? And I like that this showed up as the clarifier, how you're dealing with this emotionally, because in your near future, you have the beacon upright. You are a beacon, okay? You have your sign in conjunction with Saturn here saying that through your hard work, you show compassion through your hard work, okay? Number 3 coming in threefold, the number of compassion. You show your compassion through your hard work. And most of the time, you guys tend to get involved in professions or industries and business that would require you to know and follow the law on any level. And because of this, this is how you're coming up. You're coming up as the beacon. You pretty much are the end-all be-all. You are the answer, and that's what's happening during this time between the 2nd and the 11th at least. Okay? This is a fire card, fire and feeling. This definitely deals with the emotions, and it's like I asked, this is how you're dealing with it emotionally. And the reason why you're doing that is because you need to not become this, but you need to remain this. You've always been this, whether you knew it or not. And perhaps you're being introduced to obtaining this kind of position for the first time in your life. If you are, or you have recently, this is coming up in the near future though, so it may happen again or it may be reaffirmed. Know that this is something that you have been destined to become. And there's a saying that goes, that says that we're put on earth to learn or relearn everything that we've always known. So if it turns up that you're in this position for the very first time in your life, it's because you're being reintroduced to something that your soul had already known. So you are on the right track. What is happening toward the betterment of Capricorn, please? What is happening toward the betterment of Capricorn? I need something high. I need something heavy. Yes. Stubborn today. What's happening toward Capricorn's betterment? Thank you. Detriment? No. I didn't ask. So I'm gonna wait till I ask. What's happening toward your benefit, okay, is that you're finding a new sense of self-worth. Everything is starting to come in full circle. 9, that's what that number means. This is coming in 9-fold. The lunar energy is conjuncting with Venus here. Do note that Sagittarius is was in the full moon, and the full moon's energy is going to preside until the next major phase. And this energy allows you to be a lot more independent, able to sustain yourself, okay? The lake essentially is the card of the sustenance that you use on a regular basis, on a daily basis, whether that be the pool that you dip your feet into, so to speak, or the bathroom sink that you wash your face at every single morning. This is essentially what it is, okay? The fact that you can provide this for yourself, okay, that's what this card is, coming off of Beacon. So if you've never in this lifetime reached this point, know that you are in the near future, and this is what it's going to bring you. Okay, if you've ever doubted yourself or felt less than independent, this is the time where you are going to learn your independence, and also a time where you're going to be providing for yourself. You no longer need anyone else to provide for you. That's what's happening towards your benefit. Okay? So what is happening toward the detriment of Capricorn? Give me a moment to look at this. This doesn't come up very often. So you have Mars here. This is a meteor inverted. Okay, you have Mars here. And that represents, like, since this is a fire card with Mars conjuncting the elemental energy, it seems like kind of like you tend to get angry with yourself quite a bit. You also have the number 7 here, which is the number of luck. And it seems like luck will not be on your side if you continue to be angry with yourself. It looks like something is trying to come in for you. But your anger is blocking it. Like perhaps negative self-talk, things of that nature. Negative self-beliefs, negative feelings, again, fire and feeling. And it's happening towards your detriment in tandem with your near future, your current or near future position. Reinstated. This is the only thing that would ever get in its way from happening, so you know. Okay. What can Capricorn do? What you could do to stave off the detriment is to not allow your emotions to override you quite suddenly. You have Pluto here conjuncting with the lunar energy. Again, yes, Sagittarius has a way of obtaining independence and the ability to sustain one's self-betterment, right? But if you allow sudden emotion to overcome you in tandem with this, okay, the anger, the negative self-talk, then things will not come through. You won't be able to reach this position in which you are trying to achieve or acquire in the near future. So I understand that it's easier said than done, so I'm not going to go there. If you ever feel, you know, like angry with yourself, angry in general, and you just want that, you know, to allow your emotions to flow in an unhealthy way, try reaching out to a friend, talk with a friend about all that's going on in your heart space, because that's really where all that lies. Not your head space, but your heart space. If you can't talk to a friend, definitely meditate on it. Ask, you know, your guides, your guardians, what you can do to alleviate all of that, so that you're more fit and prepared to become everything that you are meant to become, okay? So, oh, sudden rain coming in inverted with everything that I just mentioned. Your conclusion, volcano inverted. This is the best thing that can happen. This is coming up in your conclusion, coming in eightfold. The number of infinite action and or infinite energy. You don't want to erupt in an infinite way. If you are going to erupt, let it be finite. Like I said, talk with a friend or meditate on everything that's going on that is making you feel a certain way, okay? So that you can uphold what is rightfully yours, what's coming to you. That's what you need to do. And you have the sun here, which of course is your sign, so this is you that's trying to erupt. It's not someone else that's doing it, this is actually you. This is your, okay, anger, negative self-talk, the temptation to allow all those emotions to overflow. This has everything to do with your heart space, because there's a lot of water and fire here signifying that, okay? Okay, got it. 3 clarifiers off of your... Hold on. I'm having a time here. 3 clarifiers off of your conclusion. Your conclusion, again, like I said, is volcano inverted, number 8. That's the best outcome that could happen. I asked if you were going to be successful in this. You're going to be feeling less than compassionate on the highest level in terms of rising to the occasion when you are dealing with this person or these people in your network who are acting out or speaking out against you. Rightfully so. Okay. However, you're being guided either to ascend as yourself, overcoming all of this so that you can become this. Okay, ascending. You have ascension right here too, so if you know what your ascension or rising sign is, I would implore you to check that video as well. But I'm going to read this one. It says, I'm the ruler of my offspring, and my power is from him. If you are the ruler of your offspring, you are your own offspring. And you are meant to grow into this. Okay? If your power is from him, okay, this is the divine masculine, he's going to gift you this. So either way, you are going to obtain that, but there's a lot of work that has to be done in your heart space, okay, in your emotions, and how deeply things affect you, and also how deeply you affect yourself. That is very important to address. And what's going to happen from that point forward is that you are going to transform as a spirit, as a person, quite suddenly, okay? 13-fold is the number of completion. It means that you're going to be completing a cycle, all right? Whatever this situation is, you're going to come out like this. But there's still a lot of work to do as that timeline flow was just describing to you, okay? You still have to work on transformation. But this is saying that it is going to happen. It's going to happen suddenly as well. You have Pluto here conjuncting midheaven, working with midheaven. Wow. I'm the one who they call life and the one you call death. You're definitely going to be cutting some people off so that you can become who and everything that you are meant to become, okay? There are certain situations and people that you're surrounded by that you thought you had this deep relationship with, but otherwise you truly do not. Yeah, but the best thing that you can do is become everything that you are meant to become. Focus a lot less on them, and focus a lot more on being this person, okay, who follows pragmatic rules, earthly rules, and becomes the beacon. Because this is something that you enjoy doing. And because you enjoy doing it, you can also guide others on how to do it much better. Capricorn, I hope that you enjoyed your reading. If you, sorry, I'm like not with it right now. If you need further clarification on this and it resonated with you, get in contact with me through my Facebook fan page. It's in the first link in the description of this video. Consult with me through there and we could book a reading. If you do not have Facebook, which one person who contacted me recently does not, go directly to my PayPal, which is the second link in the description of this video. Prices are listed in the description as well, but you would have to write out a description. I want such and such a reading. This is the question, or these are the questions. This is my email. This way you make sure I get back to you, okay? Because I would hate to have a customer pay for a reading and not get the reading. So leave the specifics in the order description, okay? And I will get back to you. So thank you all for watching, and until the next time, take care of yourselves and blessed be.